Jay Rizzo, why are men attracted to strippers? Is that your question, or do you want to talk about strippers?
Oh, hey, Rich. How you
What's up,
doing,
man?
man?
Good.
Hey, great to hear you. I was listening to the podcast earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Was thinking about the whole Jonah Hill thing, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, why is it? Because she seemed kind of like a promiscuous lady. So why is it that we're all like attracted to strippers and the promiscuousness of the ladies? It's like we can't get enough. You know what I mean?
Well, look, like promiscuity is very common today in our modern world. Men indulge, women indulge. So it's just a reality of the world that we live in, right? Like the chances of you finding a pure virgin if you're over like 25 or 30 is like next to impossible. Okay. So women have experience,
Agreed. Yeah.
guys have experience. Women are beauty objects. They're also beauty slash aka sex objects, if you deal with Dr. Warren Farrell's writing, right? um so strippers are sex objects. They're stripping, they're taking off their clothes, they're doing provocative dances to songs. It's going to be boner inducing city, when you see them doing it. That's why they do it, right? So I mean, you're basically asking, like, you know why do men drive cars fast? Well, if you give them a fast car, they're going to rip it, right? You give them
Gotcha.
you put them in a room with a beautiful woman that's taken off their clothes. It's like flies to shit. They're going to be all over that all day long. Yeah, look, men don't have a lot of self-control in their youth. How old are you?
Well, I'm currently 44, but this was back like before my 30s.
Yeah. I mean, like, you'll notice that guys don't have a lot of self-control. And then we reach a point where it's like, I don't know if you've dealt with so many women, or you've had enough girlfriends, or you've been married and divorced, or whatever it happens to be, but you reach a certain point where women don't have any authority or power over you, where you can legit say no to a 10, right? If you can get yourself to a point where you can look at a 10 who might be manipulative, who might be destructive in your life, for example, and you're just like, no, I'm good. That's a superpower, right? And it takes guys a while to get there. It takes bullshit. It takes them losing half their shit in a divorce, being alienated from their kids. It takes some stupid choices. It takes maybe knocking up crazy. It takes all kinds of stuff. It takes, you come home and there's a bunny boiling in your stovetop. It takes weird shit for guys to get to, the point where they're just like, I'm good. I don't need this, right? And that's a superpower when you can get there. I'm
Yeah, I
there.
got you.
Good
Yeah,
times, man.
I got there, because I was thinking about it with the podcast. Like 4 of the 15 that I've been with,
Mhm.
they were strippers. I even stupidly, I married a stripper.
Oh, man, like,
2
you knew
kids,
that she was a stripper,
kids
right?
divorced. Yes,
Okay,
married a
okay,
stripper.
okay. Now we're getting to some storytelling. Like, I know guys that claim that they married a hooker and they didn't know that they were a hooker.
No, but
Okay,
I married a stripper, knew
okay,
she was a stripper. Yeah,
okay.
'cause
So,
I've been
okay,
with
so
you
tell our
before her
audience why you did something so stupid.
because I was a simp.
Because you thought you could change her. You were playing Captain Save-A-Ho, weren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So how did that unfold for you,
Exactly.
marrying the stripper?
It unfolded, things were going okay,
Yeah.
and then we had 1 kid,
Oh, you
and
had a
then
kid
she
with a
cheated.
stripper, and then she cheated.
Yes. 1 kid, she cheated. Another kid, she cheated. She divorced me because like I said, I was a simp.
Did you ever
So
see that
she
Seinfeld episode where he's like, how, like, you put your hands up higher in your head and like this is bad and like this is really bad and this is like the worst sort of thing? Like the higher up your
Exactly.
head you go.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're telling me a story. You put two babies in a stripper that cheated on you multiple times. All right.
Yeah, that's
So where are you today now?
back in 2000, I came into the manosphere, into the
Yeah.
red pill, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, I was such a effing loser."
Yeah.
Loser.
Okay.
I completely saw, the faults of my ways. And it was
Hmm.
like, "Hey, it was all me. It was all me. It's my fault.
Yeah.
I should not have done that from day 1. I should not have done that." But I was so young. Like, this is back when I was 23. I'm 44 now.
Yeah.
And my god, people like yourself like yourself, Rich, and people like Rolo, they have opened my eyes to what is really going on. And I thank you
But I mean,
guys.
like,
Thank you guys for
let's
that.
be honest. Like, somebody must have said something to you, one of your friends, your family. Jay Rizzo, she's a stripper. Like, are you sure about this one? Like, let's have a
Yeah.
conversation about
Yeah,
this.
my brother did, but I
And
didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to
yeah,
hear it because I was so infatuated and so like, oh, in love. Oh, yeah, so in love. I was a dork, a
yeah,
geek.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Well,
Tate would say, I was just a fucking geek, man.
hindsight is always 2020, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, I guess this is more of a share and a listen. How old were you when you got married to this stripper?
23.
Oh, young too. Wow. How old was she?
19.
She was 19. Okay. Well, let that be a lesson, fellas. Don't date, don't marry strippers.
Exactly.
All right, man. You take
Lesson
care.
learned.
Thanks. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.